because when we were coming up, like it was like more like, yo, this is my spot. Like you're coming into my city at a jam, like
Right.
you guys aren't gonna come through us, you know what I mean?
You ain't leaving here with
So
the money, no doubt.
yeah, yeah. So it was like that, but I think now it's a little bit different just because it's. I was like, dude, this is nuts. Like, I'm flying to Austin to battle. Like, man, this is a trip because I haven't battled in forever, aside from the two online battles that I did previously. But I was like, man, this is cool. I miss this feeling. It's funny because I was like before the event yesterday, I was like, oh man, I'm hella nervous. What the heck? Like B-boys don't usually share that. Like they always want to be like, you know what I mean? I'm hard, man. Like I never get nervous. Like if you're not nervous, there's something wrong there. You know what I mean? Like, and yesterday I was like going through like the paces, like, oh man, I'm actually gonna like battle today. Like, and it's weird too because I'm like I was like sitting in my hotel room like by myself, and I was like, dang, this is crazy. And I'm just like just thinking in my mind, like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna throw out there? And then and then I was like, okay, and let me just reset real quick. Like let me just have fun and just act like my first battle is like my final battle.
That's
And
dope.
then just kind of like like yeah, and it was funny because when I got to the event, the b-boys were trained like warming up and like just getting down, and I'm sitting there like this, like just like looking down and just like feeling the music, you know what I mean? And I was like probably one of the only few that were just like sitting there just like vibing out and just like listening to music, and everyone was just like throwing out rounds and stuff and like their warm-ups, and I was like that's like I want to do as much as I want to do that. Like I want to just like like for me it's like a mental game, like I'm like, okay,
Yeah, that's what I was
let me
gonna
just
say.
throw
Get
out a.
into that mental space, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, I'll throw out like one or two rounds, and it's like in engaging those like two rounds and like feeling it out. I was like, okay, I'm good. Like I don't need to do any more than that to warm up.
Right.
So yeah, so then after that, it's just like mental.
No doubt. So now with breaking going to the Olympics, if it sticks around and it maintains its position as an Olympic sport,
Right?
what do you think is the next progression for breaking as far as like becoming a profession from what it is now? Because currently you have a lot of one-off jams. Now you have
Mm-hmm.
the USA breaking thing, but and you have two sponsored teams, right? With Monster and then Red
Yeah,
Bull,
and Red Bull.
right? So what do you think would be the next progression if this thing sticks, or
I
even if it
think
doesn't?
I know, right? I'm not sure. I think we're moving into a place where it's going to be more like hopefully b-boys getting paid, like being able to like live off of it. And just I think that's it seems like that's where we're moving into. But there's a lot of work to be done, just like as a community, because then there's always going to be like people that are like, nah, that's too, I don't know, Hollywood or mainstream or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that's not b-boy, you know what I mean? Like it's a different time now, like we have to be open to reaching higher, you know what I mean? Like we can't just be thinking in an old school state of mind, like, oh, it's just battles, you know what I mean? That's it, like I'm just gonna go there and battle this dude, da da da, I think um in terms of like like connecting it with like skating again, like they obviously brought it into the mainstream, and then and then they started controlling it, you know what I mean? They're like, no, we got to do it this way, You know what I mean? And I think like when the media starts getting into breaking again, I think they'll see it in a different light, because they'll see us, they're gonna see us in a more professional way. You know, I think last night was a good example of that, because ESPN was there, and like they saw how we were like professional about everything, you know. So like even like with the COVID test, like they're like, oh dang, they're doing this like for people, like you can't, like you have to show a negative result like within the past like 72 hours to get in, you know. And this is just like for the people battling, you know, like even so it's like, yeah, so it's like they see that and they're like, oh, these guys got their stuff together, you know what I mean? So I think like going forward, and they start seeing that we're higher than they're perceiving, then we'll start getting a little bit more recognition, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. And yeah, I mean, like you said, it just takes professionalism and people uniting behind that notion, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you look at skating, and one of my homeboys, he used to be a professional skater, and even now he has a skate company, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we've been talking about this since a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about this. I had this thing called the NBL, like it started from '06 to like 2012 or something like that, right? It was an actual league,
Yeah.
right? Matter of fact,
Oh,
your
damn.
boy Roland, they competed in the NBL, but
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but he was repping with his Nevada crew by then,
Yeah, Battleborn.
Battleborn, yeah. Um, but yeah, so like that idea has to be supported, because I think
Right.
now that idea would be supported a lot easier. Back then, it was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
who is this dude trying to start a league? This ain't no sport. This ain't this. That dude's.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so we would have these conversations, and I would tell him like, man, these dudes, man, especially the older guys, were just like, oh hell no, you know what I'm saying? But what he
Mm-hmm.
was telling me was that even in skating, there was the we're gonna keep this in an empty pool. And then there was the guys like Tony Hawk was like, I don't know about that, man. I'm trying to have this video
Yeah.
game and this mansion and this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, um, I think at some point there's gonna have to be that divergence, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
I mean, because they still have the street skaters, the underground skaters today,
Yeah.
or if you want to be
Yep.
on at the X Games, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yep.
think it's
Yeah.
gonna it's gonna probably be something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're never gonna lose that underground like scene. You know what I mean? We're
Right.
never gonna lose like Cypher battles. Like that's always gonna be there, you know? But if you wanna like excel in the scene and do like, let's just say like make a living out of it, and like you're busting your body, you know what I mean? Like I'm 37 now, you know what I mean? Like I'm like I don't need to be to like killing my body every day, you know what I mean? Like if you know what I mean, like I have a job, you know, so but I love it, you know, and I wouldn't be able to stop if I tried, you know.
Yeah,
So
man.
like yeah, if people are gonna want to move forward, they're gonna do it. If they're gonna stay on the wayside and just keep, you know, battling each other, then they're gonna do that, you know. I think once people realize like, oh, we could do bigger things, I think that's when people are gonna be like, I'm gonna come on board, you know. And I think that's when I think that's what USA Break-In is accomplishing, because now like they got like Rockstrite backing them, Lego backing them, Morris, you know what I mean, like El Nino, and like it's like b-boys are gonna see that, and they're gonna be like, oh shoot, let me check this out, you know. So I think once people start getting on board with everything and seeing like what we could do with our culture, I think people are gonna be like, all right, let's do this, you know. But it's just gonna take some time. Like people are just gonna have to understand that we're trying to get into into higher levels, you know?
No doubt.
And so I'm running, and then mile 16, 17, I'm like cramping. First it's my thigh, my right thigh. Then it's my right calf. You know what I mean? Then it's my left thigh, then my left calf. So I'm like my legs are just like cramping, and I'm just like.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section, and to make sure that you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.